Okay, 1 minute everyone, just normal Discord posting. With you getting started in just a minute, just gotta post on some Discords. Okay, and we are ready. Welcome to tonight's stream of The Witcher 3. We are playing the Blood and Wine DLC, or more accurately, we'll be getting started on it. So make sure to sit back and relax.
Slow now.
Greetings, Master.
Got a razor and shears? So long.
Feisty, eh?
Come on.
Alright, luckily we don't have actually far to travel to get there.
spreads disease, defeatism and desertion. Choke to death. Long live Ravaman.
Honor and the pass.
Don't need a pass. Novigrad, 8 generations more.
Stay out of my way.
Slower.
This be the witchman, freak of nature. Pick more interesting things from my nose.
Yeah, I doubt your nose could kill monsters with ease.
Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! Sit with us, Witcher.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnful. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. The tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their
Man, you
heads.
guys are like real
The matter
old
does
school
not concern
knights,
you,
the
of
code,
course,
like
but
code of chivalry
do us the
type
kindness
knights.
of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
Well, why not? We'll give him a hand.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
They's a coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Set your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular Punch and Judy here.
Like I said,
To prey
code
upon
of chivalry.
commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Yeah, I think the chivalric words fell on some very
good
deaf
jest,
ears.
that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
Or what?
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk who say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the Heron you will pay with your own blood!
By the crane, villains, ready your arms!
Well, that didn't exactly go to plan. Get rid of that damn.
Shut up and fight.
Why do they
Well, that
not
was a fun
emerge?
fight.
It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Alright, they gotta do it all fancy and noble and proper.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition,
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right. Fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Let's see if we can get a bit more info.
What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect. But of this beast, nothing is known. Save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker. This is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
And now for the tourney.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor.
The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
Well, we didn't come all this way not to take it.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post-haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
And off we go. Sometimes the loading does take a while. And here we are in Toussaint.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair's changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
Monster!
Oh yeah, I heard that if you can hit it in the eye, then it'll kill it instantly. Problem is, the aim sucks. Or rather, my aim sucks. Damn it. Ah, screw it. There we go. Well, I suppose that fight could have gone better if I wasn't so focused on seeing if I could take it out with the eye.
Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the
Oh,
trophy.
a new trophy's
Why
a new
not?
trophy.
Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien Delatour's guardsmen
Looks
are
like
there
we're going to hit the
already
ground
securing
running with
the
this
area.
contract
Securing
we are.
the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
Oh, I'm really close to leveling up, I am. Alright. Probably better to fix one of my swords.
Giddy up. Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Man, just look at that incredible view right there. That is something special.
Not even a draft horse will talk without some carrot to move him.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Yeah, of course they
Let's
must
look
have.
around. Make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank. For the glory of her grace!
Got guests. Careful.
Right, they explode when their health gets low. Thankfully, they can damage the other enemies too when it happens.
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
Finally get some Viper armor on. Although it looks oddly like the starting gear you get when you first start the game you do, so... There we go, at least now I've got some much stronger armor on.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Junk, junk, and more junk. Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat, recently, probably to transport the body somewhere. silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
Find a
One
monogrammed
thing.
handkerchief.
Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions, no matter the odds. Fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Oh, isn't that nice for you?
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive.
Fuel for the beast. A witcher.
A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
I think someone has a fondness for chowder.
What? With no lads brave enough here in Toussaint?
But bravery's not enough against the beast.
Work. No work to ours.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
I can introduce myself.
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Red sky. Always like images
Must
like
have
that.
been
That's
early in
cool.
the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw... a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town, fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body.
Yeah, we need to know where the body is. That's why we're here.
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Yeah, I doubt that.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort?
Yeah, well, food calls for him.
Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Oh, dear fellow, with a fish sock like that, you must have your pick of the ladies. Normally, I'd encourage you to try our...
Could replace them with something else.
Replace crayfish with fish, I beg.
What rumors
Got
has he
any
heard?
gossip? Fisherman
Yes, about a Norkling who would...
asked a serious...
and the tactless one. I do...
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't. An opportunity to get rid of some stuff I don't need. I like playing Gwent, I do in this game, so... Now, might as well pick up some stuff to eat. Might as well go bulk so I don't have to buy it as often. There we go, got some more food now. So that'll definitely come in handy.
Dear fellow, with
Sherry cordial.
like that, you must have to
Stephanie?
pick of the latest. Greetings. What do you need?
Oh, he's got two, so we'll pick up two.
Thanks.
Black blood, that's definitely going to be something I could use in this game. And well, in this DLC content at least. Why am I saying DLC content? The C stands for content.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Let's just take a walk and take in the scenery here. Because it is quite a view, especially when you're looking up there.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a kid.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry. Must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be.
Always good to brush up on your monsters you're gonna fight. Here we are, Bruxa. Moondust, Vampire Oil, and Black Blood.
Black Blood and Moondust. Could be lifesavers.
Do I have any Moondust? And we'll need the Arden.
Woman from the inn was wearing this coat. Killed with a single blow. In the cellar. Gotta be. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Revermuck carried the body in his cart. Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand.
Guess we're going down here. Great. Dark dungeon enclosed area.
Small bare feet lead deeper into the cellar.
Standard battleground for when you're about to fight a monster.
Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Clearly it was for the hand.
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Oh, you gotta love the haunting theme going on right here.
I cannot let you leave.
Okay, oils. Vampire oil. Now for some black blood. There you are. Things are fast. Hey, Biscuit, how are you, man? Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Caught me in the middle of a vampire fight. My black blood's gonna wear off soon. Well, I'm doing good. I'm surviving this vampire fight, and I just ran out of my black blood just wore, so I need to down another vial. It deals damage to them when they attack me. Makes my blood poison to them. And how's work going for you? Oh yeah, I'm sure you would be excited.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What's she doing at the table?
Nothing better than knowing when you're done with work. Especially since I recall you have to get up super early for it. Ah man, I do love this DLC. It's so focused on vampires. Oops, something over here. So you work for nearly 12 hours? Yikes. Well, I hope it's at least a good job that you enjoy, because 12 hours from that time? I don't think I could handle it unless it was actually a job I enjoy. And 5 days a week.
Stinks.
Well, if you enjoy the job, I guess that's 10 years. Okay, you definitely have to enjoy it if you've been there for 10 years.
water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins.
Yeah, that's also another reason.
Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death.
That would be the most important thing. If you end up enjoying it, then it's really more of a bonus.
Crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
And now for the severed hand.
A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so
Don't forget to smile, that's really good advice, and it's always a great stream when, you know, I got some good conversation, good game going. But how would you even know if I'm smiling? I don't have a camera. But then again, it's a game I enjoy, so naturally I would be smiling, so forget I asked. Well, that I can't deny they are.
Was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now,
you can hear smiles sometimes.
Significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces?
I actually believe that.
No answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
That's because I chuckle, so naturally I'm going to end up smiling when I chuckle. I think you're just trying to be a bit cheeky, you are. Oh yeah, he wins, he definitely wins. You know, Tucson kind of reminds me of like a Spanish village, it does. Well, Roach, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Hey-ya! Slow now.
Where have your journeys taken you last, brother? You must know I've embarked on a quest.
Man, it feels like a real tourney here, it does. Let's see what's available, what kind of stuff's going on here.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Pomerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
I know they're kids, but you gotta be realistic here for me, I think. I mean, virtue is a bit of an old school way of thinking. It's more like... I'll just go with that one.
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Okay, I know it's a monster, but that's just wrong to use it for entertainment like that, in my opinion. Just wrong. They shouldn't torture it like that at all.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells bursting from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd.
Well, see, Geralt just spoke the truth there.
Gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this.
This is not gonna go well for him.
Damn it.
Yep, just like that.
We have to help him.
don't even know how to fight those things. Helma. Okay, here they are. Salmon, relic oil, and audit. Do I have any relic oil? That's a lower one, but it'll do in a pinch.
Gotta keep it down.
Oh, okay, they got me.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Yeah, I think I'll
Monster's
not do
no
that.
threat. No need to kill it.
My girl says it's not a threat.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt.
Hey, V-Dub.
Must...
How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Enjoying some Witcher 3.
You shall talk
Hope you're doing good too. Like I said, how are you?
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop, for we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival, had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generous.
Ah, that's good to hear, and I appreciate the luck, and I definitely hope your stream goes well.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him, attentively.
Well, if you didn't notice that insinuation, you clearly haven't done your jobs very well.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien,
I have about a million doubts
we
to
settled
that.
the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Well, let's see what happens if we say yes.
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time-honored.
We shall becant it. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you,
I wonder if that's actually true.
I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Always start with the first.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feast-goers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
And what do we know about the second victim?
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Time to summarize.
First two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir della Stinci.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw
Supernatural
attention
serial
to?
killer DLC story involving vampires. You gotta love that.
And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit true, though not perfectly.
Still fits.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunts shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Oh, she's definitely a take action type of ruler.
Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Grace seems right at home in some.
The wind.
They see.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said! It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around, over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Alright, let's get to it then.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try it.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Ah!
This is no true unicorn.
Your Highness, it's an honor.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
And it's a skittish horse. Oh, you can just use Oxy on it.
Damn it. Come on, stay calm. Shh, calm down. Easy now.
Yeah, I figured Oxy would work.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
Well, that made it simple and quick.
Gardens are huge. You're better off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete collapse of social.
Yeah, or I can just cut straight down.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What? Do you think? What a scoundrel!
Where is it? Oh, I guess it's there.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Bomb-botched wretch!
This ruins the game!
Disgraceful!
Well, that's both clues gotten now.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Greenhouse.
Let's see. Groan. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed. But only one locks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Ooh, got a few fun scenes coming up now. Some of the ones I like the most.
Wait here.
budge?
What was that?
Oh, nice move, Geralt.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
To be fair, Geralt's probably slew his fair of innocents, so I have to say many.
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Show me what you got.
But yeah, still got some black blood.
I won't let you kill it.
Oh, he's back. Oh. Got him. Well, close to got him.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
Hey, it's Regis.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Definitely curious how he managed to regenerate.
Regeneration. How'd you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand.
Hey, Alex, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate that. And welcome everyone. Good to have you here. Playing some Witcher 3, Blood and Wine DLC, and heyo to Subrios. What's up?
Seem pretty damn sure of
big
that.
thank you for the raid.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble
Hey yourself, how are you? How was your stream? All good, I hope?
Circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala.
And yes, Subrios, this is a great game choice.
Mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria.
It is, and it's my very favorite DLC, Blood and Wine.
200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger.
Oh, so I guess everyone was hungry for some more Witcher 3.
Who then found a poacher asleep
well, I hope your Witcher 3 went well.
At his feet, and thus a legend was born.
Hi, just doing the main game. I finished that a while ago, and I've been focusing on the DLC. Just started the Blood and Wine, actually.
Vampires rarely help humans.
Yes, 24/7 Witcher.
Hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it
I guess no. I guess when I do my raid in a little bit, we'll probably be going somewhere not Witcher related.
Nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
Yeah, I agree. He does love himself some Witcher.
Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice: to leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter, regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans
that's 100% your jam, huh?
Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always
yeah, I can understand that.
Sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent, one they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlav's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal
well, so long as you're getting your fix, man,
fact,
that's good.
He prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific?
Anybody who's familiar with the Witcher story, we've just been reunited with our old friend Regis, who, if you've read the Witcher books or know the story, you'll know who he is. He's one of my favorite characters in the Witcher world.
Knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
You're a Regis fan too, Alex? Good choice of characters. Of course, Geralt's always going to be, like, #1, but Regis is a very close second.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, you know, the books came before the actual game, so they're very good.
Not entirely.
To read and get a feel for.
You know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him.
Yeah, because he is incredibly badass. I mean, I got him in, like, the Viper armor.
Fine.
So I get my Wolven armor up to Grandmaster level.
Against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Yeah, I do like the Viper armor, but the Wolven armor is just my hands-down favorite, and that's why I'm gonna soon get up to Grandmaster level. Gonna need the strongest armor I can, given the opponents I've got to fight in this DLC.
Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sus, we must let the Witcher
Yeah, it is canon. Plus, I just like how it looks. Plus, when I look at the Viper armor, all I think about is like the first armor gear we had like right at the start of the game. Because it's practically identical to that armor, other than the color. I mean, seriously, you look at it, this is practically the same armor we had at the beginning of the game. It's just in a cooler color. Alright, anything here we can collect before we go? Oh, something over here. Nothing interesting. Yeah, you get it from... Yeah, you can get it in Hearts of Stone DLC from when you go to the auction house. You meet a woman who knew Vesemir. And you can buy it off of her. You have to be at level 39 to equip it all. Alright, let's just quickly meditate so we can get our stuff back, because I used up a few items. Mainly vampire oil and black blood. Alright, but again, I want to say thank you to everyone who's come in, and another thank you to Alex for the raid. I really appreciate that. I haven't actually been raided in weeks, almost a month really. Actually, maybe a little over a month, but yeah, I appreciate it very much, mate. Alright, it's been just a lot of main story, so... one of the Witcher swords or for the Wolven armor? Because I think you can like just go to a merchant and get that stuff. Ooh, there's a notice board over there. Yeah, but you know the merchants that sell them are scattered all over, so you have to track them down. It takes a bit of time, but inevitably you do find them. In a vault.
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
Oh, you're talking about the Viper Steel Sword diagram from the auction house. Yeah, it's underneath. It's like in the inner vault. You just have to search around for it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
My dear Geralt.
I hope
so,
all is
Alex,
well.
I'm actually a little curious how
you
you
hot on the
found me
trail of
for the
some
raid,
nasty
because I always
monster.
like to know how people
Or is
find
it
me.
an
Was it
overly
because
complex
I'm
curse this
also
time?
streaming The Witcher, or from a Discord?
I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy,
Ah,
perhaps you'll need
I
a
love
break.
hearing Triss's voice.
For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into Witcher mutations.
Oh, by the way, if there's any Final Fantasy
I don't
fans
know
in the
much else,
chat,
but I
just to let you
suspect
know,
that
I'll be
alone
streaming
might
that
pique your
sometime in the near
interest.
future.
The tome mentioned a
Final
journal
Fantasy 15 to be
interned with the scholar
specific.
when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. It's smudged in a few places, but I hope it proves useful anyway. Please be careful and come back to me quickly. Your Triss.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations.
Ah, so it was
Might
both,
actually be worth looking
basically.
into.
How the mighty flow.
Well, that's good. It's always good to help each other out. Alright, let's head over to that notice board.
Ere fate had bound my life to time, my heart beat to beat. Work doth one noble, sloth doth one.
You know, Tucson kind of reminds you of a Spanish-style town it does. It's really cool.
I've always dreamt of traveling to the north.
Nice tune.
I haven't got a clue whose house we're in.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
Ah, here's the merchant.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle? Gymnasia petals?
Show me what you've got in stock.
Okay, thanks Alex. I'll actually be wrapping up my stream soon and going on a raid myself, but I appreciate the luck. Oh, what's this?
My prices are the best this side of the Yaruga.
Well met. Did you hear that?
Lock c'est la vie. Might be worth looking into. Someone needs an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
There was a time the knights would simply drive off that sort of rabble in a snap.
They say a great deal about you, Witcher.
Oh, there he is.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed?
My prices are the best this side of the Yaruga.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tien Saïd, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensine's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, we must...
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen...
Let's just start, get the wolf
Tell me
taken care of out of the way first.
The wolf.
His name was Atom. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Tucson from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
Like to ask...
Fair good luck on the...
Alright, that's that. And we are going to call it there tonight. Thank you for everyone who came. Thank you, Alex, once more for the raid. Make sure to stick around because we are going to do a raid ourselves on another streamer who is streaming some horror survival, Days Gone. I'm going to be back on Thursday with some more Witcher 3. So yeah, you don't want to miss that. We'll be continuing Blood and Wine. And as a reminder, I will be streaming Final Fantasy 15 sometime soon, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you haven't followed me already, make sure to. You can also follow me on my Twitter to see when I go live. And again, yeah, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.